welcome again. Today we will start our second chapter, Children at Work, and it's from your book It So Happened. Dear children, Children at Work is a sensible story by Geeta Woolf which focuses on the living of slum children. There are many reasons why children have to work. Some help their family make a livelihood, others who run away from unhappy homes need to support themselves. Children who have to work can't go to school and play like other children of their age. Basically, there are two main characters, a boy Velu and a girl Jaya. He was a small boy of 11 years. Now I will give you summary or story of this chapter and listen carefully. First of all, we will read Velu, an 11-year-old boy, runs away from home. He wanders around for hours before getting on a train to Chennai without a ticket. Tired and hungry, he doesn't know where to go when a stranger at the station shouts a word of welcome. When the Kanyakumari Express pulled in at Chennai Central, it took Velu some time to get off. When he finally stood on the platform, his legs felt wobbly, as if he was still on a moving train. "Oi, out of the way!" A porter went by with a loaded trolley. Velu jumped aside. He sat on a bench on the platform, putting his small bundle down. In all his 11 years, he had never seen so many people except once a year at the fair in his village. People walked by bumping into him with their suitcases. A voice announced something on a loudspeaker. Near him, a group of people sat on their luggage. Looking at a TV hanging from the roof, the noise was terrible. Velu put his head down on his knees, feeling miserable and exhausted. He had run away from his village 2 days ago. For 2 days he had eaten nothing but some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. In his bundle he carried a shirt, a towel and a comb. He had walked for most of the first day to Kannur and then got on the train to Chennai. Velu had no money for a ticket, but luckily the ticket collector didn't come to the unreserved compartment. He had tried to sleep on the floor near the door. A group of men next to him had played cards and shouted all night. "Hey, what new to town hai?" called out a rough voice. Velu opened his eyes. There were a lot of people standing around, but nobody was looking at him. "Here, eh?" He turned around. Behind him was a girl around his own age, wearing a long banyan and that came down to her knees. Her hair was stiff and brownish, and she had a huge sack on the shoulder. She was picking up dirty plastic cups from the floor and stuffing them into her sack. "Why is she calling me?" thought Velu, "and why is a girl wearing a banyan? No need to stare stupidly. What's your name?" Velu muttered. Velu, looking away. "So, Mr. Velu," said the girl, looking at his bundle, "run away from home." Velu didn't answer. He didn't want to tell some strange girl what he had done. He had run away because he couldn't stand his father beating him for one more day. His father would snatch away all the money Velu and his sister earned and spend it on drink. "Don't think I don't know. This place is full of children like you. So what are you going to do here? Become rich?" She sat down next to him. Velu shifted away slightly. He felt hunger pinching him and pressed his stomach with a grimace. "Hungry?" asked the girl. "You won't get food by sitting here glumly, making faces. I can find some if you want." She picked up her sack and started to walk away. Velu stayed on the bench. What should he do? Should he follow this girl? Where was she going to take him? She was disappearing into the crowd. So He had to make up his mind quickly. All right, he decided. Anyway, I have no idea where to go. He jumped up and ran after her. She was not even looking back to see where he was. Dear children, now I will give you the summary of this story. Listen carefully. Will was a 11 years old boy who had run away from home. His father was drunkard. Drunkard means a person who is habitually drunk. His father used to beat him and his sister and used to snatch every money they earned. Valu got irritated with the daily abuses and he decided to run away from home. When he ran away from home, on the first day, he walked only in Kannur. Kannur is a district of Tamil Nadu. And then he got on the train Kanyakumari Express. The name of the train is Kanyakumari Express. He reached Chennai Central in the Kanyakumari Express without ticket. He travelled without ticket because he had no money. Luckily, he had escaped the ticket collector's notice because he did not come to the unreserved compartment. Escape means to slip or to get away. Means he escaped from the ticket collector's notice. So, finally he reached in Chennai Central Station. Chennai Central Station is a huge railway station. When he finally stood on platform means the place where you can get on or off train at a railway station. So when he stood on platform, his legs felt wobbly. Wobbly means unsteady or unstable. The reason of it may be he was still standing on a moving train. Tiredness, weakness and fear. Fear could be reason of it also because he had run away from his house. He sat on a bench on the platform with his small bundle beside him. Means he has carried one small bundle with him. In all his 11 years, he had never seen so many people except once a year at the fair in his village. When Velu reached Chennai Central, he saw a lots of people there, a rush of people there, and he never seen this kind of rush in his village. Velu saw people in a rush. Many people were going here and there with their suitcases. Then he heard a loud voice. A loudspeaker was shouting with announcement. Some people were watching a TV screen and some were sitting on the platform. In his bundle, Velu carried a shirt, a towel and a comb. I have told you he has got a small bundle with him. So in his bundle, these things he has carried. He was very hungry. He had eaten nothing but some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. He was sitting near the door and tried to sleep there. But a group of men playing cards and shouting throughout the night, and this making it impossible for him to sleep. Means he could not sleep there. So the crowd of platform and the way the people looked upon him made him miserable. He put his head down and felt very sad. Suddenly he heard a rough voice calling him, and he woke up. He saw a girl around his own age wearing a long banyan that came down to her knees. Her hair was stiff and brownish, means she has brown and dirty hair. And the name of this girl was Jaya. Jaya held a big sack in her shoulder. Here the writer has explained the physical appearance of a poor girl. She was collecting dirty plastic things from the floor and stuffing into her sack. This poor girl, whose name is Jaya, she is picking up dirty plastic cups and other things from the floor, and she collected all the things into her sack. Then Velu was thinking in his mind that why she is calling me, and why is the girl wearing a banyan? Then he got surprised. Then she asked his name, but Valu did not answer. He did not want to tell some stranger girl that he had run away from home, as he could not stand his drunkard father's beating him for one more day. Means he did not want to tell his story to any stranger person. His father would snatch away all the money which Velu and his sister earned, and he spent it on drink. So such kind of things he did not want to tell anyone. Then Jaya replied that, "Don't think I don't know. This place is full of children like you." And when she asked him about his future plan or what he want to do next, but he did not answer. When Velu felt too much hunger, the girl told him that she could find him some food, means she can arrange food for him if he wants. Then the girl told him that I can arrange food for you if you want. She told him that he will not get food sitting here sadly. The girl was a rag picker. Dear students, what's the meaning of rag picker? Rag picker means a person who picks up rags and waste material from the streets. So the girl was a rag picker. Then she picked up her sack, hanged it over her shoulder, and moved away. At first, Valu was confused. He thought, should he follow this girl or not? But finally he thought she was his only hope, and he had no option other than follow her. Means finally he decided to go behind her.